The hustle is against poverty, not brotherhood, not sisterhood, not friendship. The hustle is against poverty. What don't people get? Why do you see somebody over there doing that and think and get envious and get jealous? You could do the same thing. For the people who need to hear this, here you go. Shit like that, if somebody's in better shape than you, if somebody's more financially well off than you, if somebody's whatever, if somebody's just doing better than you, who gives a fuck? Why are you watching what they're doing? Unless it's for inspiration, unless it's for motivation. You know, I was just looking in the mirror, and I remember almost a decade ago when I had tits and I couldn't see my dick because my gut was so big. And you know what? I looked in the mirror today and I was flexing and I was like, wow. And I'm looking at my physique. And the first thing I thought was not good enough. Not good enough. But then guess what? Because you guys know, naturally, I'm a very negative person. But what did I do? I compared myself to who I was almost a decade ago. And I was like, wow, I remember when I didn't even know if this was fucking possible to look as good as I do. I didn't even think it was possible for me to have abs. I didn't even think it was possible for me to have striations, for me to have fucking veins, for me to be tatted the fuck up. I didn't even think it was possible. I didn't even know if I could do it. I just had a dream. I just had a goal. And I said, fuck it. I'm committing to this. I'm committing to this. Fuck it. That's it. And I said, no matter how long it takes, I'm gonna do it. And I fucking did it. Like, people were like, well, how do you do it? Well, how do you do it? Yeah, there are shortcuts. People who tell you that there aren't shortcuts in life, that's bullshit. There are shortcuts in life. There are a bunch of them, but you need to get them from people who've done what you already want to do. That way you don't spend extra time trying to figure it the fuck out. And guess what? When they tell you what to do it. If you don't see results in a day, a week, a month, 6 months, if you don't see the results you want or have the results you want, guess what? Keep fucking going. Because guess what? What if it took you a year to do something instead of 5 years? What if it took you 6 months to do something instead of 3 years? What if it took you 10 years to do something instead of 30 years? That's a shortcut. Why? Because you listened and you took action and you never quit and you never gave up. There are shortcuts in life. That's what happens when you get around and you talk to and you listen to people who have what you have. And you listen and you take action. Because information is one thing. It's one thing to have information. It's an entirely separate ordeal to not use the information that you've gotten. Information without implementation is still ignorance. Believe it or not. You hear, like, I was having a conversation with this one guy. He's a cool person, but we were talking and he was like, yeah, I used to be really buff but I was just so sluggish. And I was just, keep in mind, he's a fat fuck now. Like it's disgusting. I was like, oh yeah, you got some pictures? Let me see some pictures, bro. He was like, oh yeah, well, I didn't take any pictures. Oh, well, I didn't do the, oh, no. Why the fuck are you lying in my face? If you didn't do something, it's okay to say you didn't do it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It costs you nothing to be yourself. Because when you're yourself, what do I have? I have respect for you. If you're working hard, if you're learning every day, if you're getting better every day, I got respect for you. It doesn't matter what's in your bank account. It doesn't matter what your physique looks like. You think as a business owner, you think I'm gonna judge a new business owner? No, I'm not gonna fucking judge them. You think somebody who's trying to get in shape and trying to get in the gym, I don't give a fuck if they're 300 pounds overweight. They're in the gym. You think I'm gonna judge them? No, what the fuck? I'm gonna say in my mind, I can help them. And if they need my help, I'm here for them. But I'm not gonna fucking judge you. I don't give a fuck. Do you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking action. Stop competing with people. There's nothing wrong with having friendships. There's nothing wrong with having a brotherhood. There's nothing wrong with having a sisterhood. As long as you guys are on the same mission or similar missions and helping each other. And that's the thing about the fucking crabs in a barrel mindset. Ditch that shit completely. You want to get closer to people and gravitate towards people who are doing better than you. And you want to help them. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. What you got? How can you help me? How can I benefit from this? Because me being in your life you're gonna benefit. So, man, I'm gonna say this shit again. Repeat this if you need to for it to really sink into your fucking dome piece. The hustle is against poverty, not friendship. I love you guys. Keep striving. Never give up. You can do anything you put your mind to. Again, I love you guys. Let's fucking win.